Good evening and welcome to Matson Field in Moorhead as we get ready for Section 8 4A baseball activity as the Moorhead Spuds take on the Brainerd Warriors. Both teams coming off losses in yesterday's opening round of play and will try to remain in the hunt for a section championship after today's play. Moorhead yesterday struggled with Rogers before the Royals were able to secure the win by a score of 9-3, and Bemidji upended Brainerd by a score of 7-2. The loser then of this game is eliminated from further competition. The winner will move on and continue play in the section championship round. As we get ready today, it's been a up and down battle. There is no doubt about it. With temperatures arriving at the ballpark at 91 degrees and a rather stout breeze. Right now we have 76 degrees and no wind whatsoever. We have dodged lightning strikes, we have dodged thunder, and we have dodged rain bullets, and we are ready now to play baseball. Take a look at the Brainerd lineup. First off is the pitcher Isaac Hansen, playing left field and batting second Brady Lund. First baseman Jonathan Benson bats third. Center fielder Mitchell Brow. Weather conditions throughout the afternoon, but we've gotten to the point now where we're ready to play, and we are in section playoff action. That last pitch, a ball in the dirt, and it's a ball and 2 strikes. As he stands in, right-handed hitter Isaac Hansen, who is also the pitcher, then takes a pitch up high, and the count evens up now at 2-2. Around the infield for the Spuds at third, Gavin Quaid, shortstop Tyden Bergeson, second baseman Heron Ryerson, Brady Sorry is at first, and Colby Asham is the catcher. Isaac Hansen, with a swing and a miss on a 2-ball, 2-strike count, has taken his seat at the long side of the first base dugout. And Moorhead's Cullen Wilson is throwing strikes here early on. As the second batter, Brady Lund, stands in, and he lifts one foul to the left side and behind the third base dugout. Brady Lund batting, and he'll be followed by Jonathan Benson if he should reach. And the pitch, foul ball. Well, we had taken a moment and glanced down at our scorebook and inadvertently called a strike 3 on Isaac Hansen, but he is still batting, so that was a foul tip that went behind him, and it is still full count now at 3-2. Nobody out. And we may get fooled once in a while with the sun glaring off the scoreboard down in deep left field. And here is a ball 4 pitch, and Isaac Hansen starts the game out with a walk. And that brings up Brady Lund, the left fielder. He'll be followed by Jonathan Benson, the first baseman in this Brainerd lineup. Brady Lund stands in from the right side, slightly open stance, and waits. Cullen Wilson, after giving up a ball for a walk, quickly throws over here, but back in time is pitcher Isaac Hansen. Wide open, slightly open stance. Cullen Wilson peers over his left shoulder and delivers. Here's a bunt straight back up, and Cullen Wilson is forced to play it at first, and a sacrifice by Brady Lund moves Isaac Hansen down to second base, where he'll be now with Jonathan Benson, the first baseman, standing in. So with a runner in second and 1 out, and Jonathan Benson, a left-handed slugger. He also slightly open stance. Cullen Wilson looking back at second. Here's a delivery and a swing and a miss, strike 1. Pitch is just outside. And the count evens up at a ball and a strike with one out. First inning batting, Brainerd and Moorhead in an elimination game of Section 8 baseball. And the delivery. Cullen Wilson delivers up high and away. After getting a walk, Isaac Hansen was sacrificed onto second where he stands now. And Jonathan Benson swing and a foul tip off to the left side and into the screen. And the count moves on to 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. First baseman Jonathan Benson opened up his stance just a bit and waits. Cullen Wilson again checking the runner at second and delivers a pitch in the dirt. And it slips off to the side but caught by Asham. And play will continue on. Cullen Wilson peering in for the sign. A quick check of the runner at second, and Wilson delivers. Pop up off to the left side and out of play behind the third base dugout and the third base concession stand as it rolls into the parking lot. And the Moorhead's defense sets, and here's the pitch. A pop-up off to the left side behind home plate. Colby Asham is there, makes the catch, and there are 2 away. So that pop foul caught, and that brings up Wyatt Gabrielson. And he is the catcher for Brainerd. Wyatt Gabrielson, a right-handed hitter. Bats now with a runner down at second and 2 away. You're listening, you are watching Spuds Baseball on Spuds TV, brought to you by Muscatel Subaru and a foul ball left side. With a nice crowd developing after the long rain delay, a game that was scheduled for a 4:30 start. It was 6:15 before we got the first pitch because of lightning delays. Here's a pitch at the letters. No, up high.
It was like 6:30, 6:40 at first pitch.
And that brings the count even up at a ball and a strike. Quick toss back to second, and it rolls away. Aaron Ryerson coming over to cover on the throw back, and it slipped off his glove. Isaac Hansen remains at second base. Count remains a ball and a strike. Here's the delivery, and a swing and a miss and a pitch down low. Down around his ankles, but went after it. And it's a ball and 2 strikes with 2 outs. Brainerd opening up this elimination game in Section 8 baseball. Top of the first inning, runner at second. Here's the look. And the delivery and a pitch. Strike 3. Cullen Wilson comes back to strike out Wyatt Gabrielson. And so no runs on no hits, and there were no errors. And after 1/2 inning of play, Brainerd nothing, Moorhead coming to bat.
Pam is a small business owner. She is swamped. Pam knows she needs to advertise, but is overwhelmed by all the options. What if there was a way for Pam to have access to a team of media experts? What if this was at no extra cost and didn't require a contract? Meet Avenue Right. Save time, money, and get peace of mind that your advertising dollars are well spent.
So Brainerd had put a runner in scoring position in their half of the first inning, but could not advance past second base and did not score. And so the Spuds come to bat, and they will start things off with Carter Heinch, and he'll be followed by Tyden Bergeson and Cullen Wilson. Heinch, a .323 batting average coming into today's game. And on the mound is Isaac Hansen. Isaac Hansen will stand in. He's ready to go, and he also has a good fastball with an off-speed pitch that counters that play, and he is expected to be a very dynamic pitcher in tonight's game. Brainerd. Outfield with Brady London left, Mitchell Brown in center, Eli Owen in right. Infield has Caden Brown at third, Eli Holes at short. Sawyer Hennessy is at second with Jonathan Benson at first. The catcher Wyatt Gabrielson and Isaac Hansen on the mound. Starts things off with the left-handed Carter Heinch, who takes a look just outside. And it's ball one. Good, consistent, steady base hitter. Carter Heinch takes a look at strike one. Left-handed hitter. Good average hitter and good power hitter. Carter Heinch takes a look at called strike two. This evening is turning into a baseball evening after some hesitation and some doubt early on today with all the lightning and the thunder and the possibilities of heavy rains and heavy winds that eluded this part of the area. Here's a pitch that just missed outside, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Isaac Hansen to the stretch. And the delivery, foul ball straight back. That is a pitch I suspect that Carter Heinch would like to see again. He fouled that one straight back, and it was just short of meeting up on it. And the pitch. Outside. And the delivery. Fouled to the left side and out of play as it goes down deep in the left field corner. Matson Field, the dimensions, 313 to left, 373 to straightaway center, and 315 to right. And Carter Heinch takes ball 4. So the Spuds get a base runner as they open up their at-bat here in the first inning, and that brings up Tyden Bergeson. A .355 batter, Tyden Bergeson, the Spud shortstop, a 9th grader, stands in from the left side. With a runner on at first, Isaac Hansen takes a look and delivers. Just up high and away in the Moorhead bench area, getting excited about their play here, knowing that this elimination game will find the season coming to an end for one of these two teams. Here's the delivery up high. Isaac Hansen struggling now to find the strike zone after delivering a walk. And here's a quick throw over to first, but back in time. Carter Heinch had a bit of a lead, enough to draw the throw, and he's back in safely. Tyden Bergeson, left-handed hitting shortstop at the bat. And the pitch. Called strike. And it's 2-1. 2 balls and 1 strike to count. Hansen takes a look at first. Now sets, and the throw comes back to first. Carter Heinch is back in safely. Moorhead's outfield shaded slightly to the right field in favor of the left-handed hitter, Tyden Bergeson. Here's a swing and a miss. And it's 2-2. Bergeson stands in and waits. And the throw back to first as they're paying attention, a lot of attention to Carter Heinz, who has some abilities to steal. I don't know that he's a great threat, but he's at first base. And Hansen wants to keep him there. Here's a pitch. And Bergeson delivers one, a fly ball deep to left field and right in front of the fence. The catch is made. So Tyden Bergeson falls out, or flies out. And there's one away. And here's the pitcher, Cullen Wilson. Third best batting average for the Spuds. Cullen Wilson, 348 coming in, stands in from the right side. And again, a quick throw over. Carter Heinz is back in safely. I think we're due for some excitement and entertainment tonight from the bench areas. This one is up, fouled on behind the plate and be over the screen and out of play. So the one strike count coming. Hansen delivers. And there goes the play down to second, and he's out. So it paid off. All that attention Carter Heinz is throwing out. On a steal attempt at first. And so now with two away, Cullen Wilson continues his at-bat. Spud's got a run around. Carter Heinz kept drawing throws, and finally took off and was thrown out at second. Trying to keep the inning alive. This pitch is up and just missing high at the letters. And it's 2-1. And the delivery. Bouncer to the right side and into right field for a base hit. Game's first hit. As Cullen Wilson delivers from Moorhead. And that base hit will bring up Aaron Ryerson to bat. Number 4 batter in the order with 2 out. Aaron Ryerson, second baseman tonight, is a .426 batting average coming into play. Solid in the field, solid at the plate, right-handed hitter Aaron Ryerson. And the delivery, just missing outside. Cullen Wilson takes a short lead off first. Hansen with a check of the runner, delivers up high. And it's ball 2. 2-0 the count, 2 out. Spuds batting, bottom of the first, no score. And the delivery up high. And we'd like to send along our congratulations to the Moorhead softball team as they gained a win in their semifinal game, defeating Brainerd today 5-3. And they're in the verge of starting their game now in the championship contest with St. Michael Albertville. For the Spuds, it would be an elimination game. St. Michael Albertville, if the Spuds were to win, would force a second championship game. And the pitch is down and low and in, just missing the corner. Aaron Ryerson draws a walk. That walk puts a runner on down at second. The Spuds have runners at first and second now. 2 out as Brady Sorry steps in. Spuds first baseman takes a look at strike 1. 143 in the batting average for Brady Sorry. Strongly built. Slaps one to the left side. And the force out there at second is made. And so the Spuds threaten with runners at first and second, but do not score. Brady Sorry fouling out. And after 1 inning of play, it's Moorhead nothing and Brainerd nothing.
Boss DXT snowplows are tough to beat. Featuring dual trip tech, flared wings, and optional D-force for improved scraping and backdragging performance. Choose from 3 different sizes in steel, stainless steel, and poly. The Boss DXT is built to restore order.
Your home for Boss Snowplows is Bert's Truck Equipment on Highway 75 North in Moorhead.
We asked the team how we should celebrate the $2 million given to Casasa members last year. Dana wanted us to hire a marching band. Amanda thought that we should drop 2 million balloons. And Kevin, well, Kevin always wants to use the money gun. Steve thought, well, what if we just said it?
Last year, First Community Credit Union gave $2 million in Casasa rewards.
After an inning of play, no score between Moorhead and Brainerd. Brainerd had a runner as far as second base but could not advance. The Spuds had runners at first and second before a ground out. And it is 0-0 as we enter the second inning, and leading things off will be Eli Holes. The Brainerd shortstop will be followed by Mitchell Brow, the center fielder, and then third baseman Caden Brown. It's Holes, Brow, and Brown that will be in the lineup for Brainerd as we resume play here in the top of the second inning. Moorhead yesterday was beaten by Rogers 9-3. Bemidji defeated Brainerd by a score of 7-2, 7-2, and that sets up this elimination game in section playoff as the Spuds and Warriors battle it out here tonight at Matson Field in Moorhead. Eli Holes, right-handed hitting shortstop, steps in. Spuds settle back in, straight away, all the way. Straight up stance for Eli Holes. Spuds thinking there might be a bunt down in play here as Sorry comes inching in, but the pitch is down low for ball one. Eli Holes stands and waits, and Cullen Wilson delivers, swing, and a foul tip.
Good swing, here we go.
Shortstop Eli Holes. A check of the third base coach, and now he's ready. Cullen Wilson with a delivery, fouled up, and behind home plate and out of play. Reaching the 14th Avenue asphalt just behind us, and it is strike two. Shortstop Eli Holes is ready. Cullen Wilson, Moorhead, peers in for the sign and delivers. Fastball down low, just missing. And the count evens up at 2-2 here in the second inning. Cullen Wilson with a delivery, pitch down low. Trying to slip one in at the knees, but just missed low, and it's 3-2. And the 3-2 count missing at the knees draws a walk. Eli Holes will check in at first base with a walk, and here comes Mitchell Brow. Center fielder, Mitchell Brow. Batting sixth in the order for Brainerd. Stands in again from the right side. Predominantly right-handed hitting lineup for Brainerd here tonight. Cullen Wilson on the mound. Again, a check over the shoulder and looking at first base before delivery. This one is a pop foul. There's nobody at first base, and a rush for there, and he got back in just in time. Cullen Wilson was able to get off the mound, streaked to the ball, made the catch, but so far, Sorry also was giving chase, and he left first base all alone. And
Good read. Here we go.
Eli Holes
Brody, stay hot.
just did get back in time to avoid the double play. So now with one out, here's Caden Brown, third baseman for the Warriors. Moorhead again anticipating, and just did get back in time. Spuds had a good throw from Cullen Wilson. Braden Sorey was over. and put the tag on, but Holes was back in time. And the delivery. There's a strike, called strike, and a pitch down to second base is in time. So both teams trying to get aggressive on the bases, only to come up short. That great throw from Asham down to second on the pitch. And the out there. And there are two away. Caden Brown continues on with a ball and a strike. Brainerd, third baseman. With a delivery, there's a pitch way up high, above the eyes, above the visor for ball two. Cullen Wilson steadies, rocks, and delivers. Fastball just missing at the knees. And he likes to work that count deep and then come in with a fastball, and so far has been having some success with that fastball at the knees. That one just missing. There's the pitch, bounced left side. Third baseman up with it. Long throw across is there in time. 5-3 on the putout, and the Spuds escaped the second inning after giving up an opening walk. So after an inning and a half here at Matson Field in Moorhead, it is Moorhead nothing and Brainerd nothing.
Don't work out where you won't work out. Blueprint Personal Training. At Blueprint, you'll work directly with an experienced personal trainer and nutrition coach in our brand new private gym. Tell us about your fitness goals, and we'll provide the personalized workouts and motivation to get the results you want to see. Training, nutrition, accountability. Blueprint Personal Training. BlueprintFargo.com.
We are The Breakdown. For almost 2 decades, we've published the most comprehensive yearbooks on Minnesota high school sports and run the best in-season and off-season events. We cover every corner of the state. We are The Breakdown.
So Brainerd up and down in the second inning, brings the Spuds to bat here in the bottom of the second inning with no score. Warriors and Spuds battling it out. That brings up Colby Asham. The Moorhead catcher is a 300 hitter. He'll be followed by a designated hitter, Elijah Mack. And the number 3 batter in the order today, Logan Hilber. He's the left fielder and bats at 231. But starting things out, Colby Asham. Is that a... And the delivery. Fly ball just outside the infield dirt and backpedaling all the way out as second baseman is the second baseman, Sawyer Hennessy. And he makes the catch. And with one out, here's the designated hitter, Elijah Mack. Batting at 286 on the season. Takes a look at strike one. Fastball at the belt. Isaac Hansen settling in on the mound and delivers. Pitch that went into the dirt and skipped all the way to the backstop. Both pitchers getting off to a test here early on, and both pitchers have been able to escape without any harm. That pitch just off the catcher's glove and away. Was delivered wide, and there's a strike. And the count evens up at 2-2. Elijah Mack, swing and a miss. And goes down on strikes, and there are 2 away. Here's Logan Hilber, Moorhead left fielder, a .231 batting average coming in. Number 8 in the batting order, Logan Hilber. Isaac Hansen delivers. Called strike. Both pitchers fairly consistent with their ability to hit the strike zone. And there's a swing and a miss for strike 2. Just missing on the at the knees, just outside. Looked like he had it, but that was close. And Logan Hilber continues on with a count of 1 ball and 2 strikes. That one is way outside, no question about that one, and it's 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out, second inning. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And he gets out of the inning, 3 up, 3 down. After 2 innings complete, it's Moorhead nothing, Brainerd nothing.
Before I became a real boy, life was easy. I just sat there doing sandwich stuff. But being alive is so hard. So if you don't want to get up to get a sandwich, you shouldn't have to.
To show up to work every day, it's not a job. It's not just a paycheck. It ultimately is a way of life. And to add that extra smile in someone's day is what gets me to work every day. And in return, to just receive those smiles and those thank yous or those squeezes of your hand is so meaningful. And it really brings me back every day.
On the Eventide scoreboard, it is Moorhead nothing and Brainerd nothing as the Warriors come to bat in the top of the 3rd inning. It'll be Eli Owen, followed by Sawyer Hennessy, and then to the top of the order and pitcher Isaac Hansen. Warriors had a pair of runners in the first. Another runner, no runners. They had a runner was then erased on a double play at second. As the Spuds defense has been stout, Brainerd pitching has been stout, and we've got a 0-0 game. First pitch, fouled back. Cullen Wilson. And the delivery. Fastball just high. Ball on a strike. Eli Owen, right fielder. Stands in from the right side. As he waggles his bat, here's the pitch, fouled straight back into the screen. Outfield straightaway. Infield straight back. Cullen Wilson on the mound, takes a look in, and delivers. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Eli Owen down on strikes here in the 3rd inning. There's one away for Sawyer Hennessy, the Brainerd second baseman. So Cullen Wilson so far has faced only 1 over the minimum. As Sawyer Hennessy stands in, the number 9 batter in the order. At the knees, called strike. Lights have just been turned on, and we will finish this one under the lights here at Matson Field. And strike 2. He took a look all the way in, and it came in at knee level. Sawyer Hennessy has fallen behind on the count now at 0-2. Cullen Wilson delivers up high. Ball 1. And with a 1-ball, 2-strike count, Sawyer Hennessy waits. Right-handed hitter, second baseman, looks in and takes one in the dirt. And the count evens up at 2-2. Spuds TV is a presentation of Muscatel Subaru. Coming you tonight from Matson Field in North Moorhead. It's baseball playoff action and the pitch from Cullen Wilson up high. We mentioned this just moments ago, but again, we must say congratulations to the Moorhead softball as they gained a 5-3 win over Brainerd to move into the first championship game of the girls softball playoff action. They are playing right now, and a moment ago, St. Michael Albertville had a 2-0 lead. Play has continued from that point on, and we'll have score updates throughout. And St. Michael has just moved ahead now and lead the Spuds by a score of 5-0. St. Michael, one of the perennial powers in virtually any sport in Section 8. And they are leading the Spuds girls as they continue play tonight. Meanwhile, stop has been made as an injury. Sawyer Hennessy took one, bounced one off the knee or just inside the inner thigh, and is being tended to. It just kind of wants to shake things off a little bit before being allowed to continue on. Moorhead's and now being helped to his feet. We wanted to take a look in on Sawyer Hennessy to make sure he was able to continue on. He's a little bit ginger, a little bit soft in his walk, but he's gaining strength as each step is taken, and coach is right there alongside him. Moorhead's lacrosse teams successful on last night's play. The girls winning in overtime. And the Spud boys, number 1 seed in the section, had a big win in their game over Becker, and both teams have moved on. Moorhead's girls will be on the road to play their semifinal game, while the Spuds will host a playoff game on Tuesday night at Jim Goda Stadium. Well, still feeling the effects of getting a foul ball. Waiting to see if they might take him from the lineup at this point. I know they don't want to. They want to keep him in. Sawyer Hennessy, and solid second baseman, is shaking things off. And as he continues to work his way back into playing condition, we want to remind you that tonight's game is a presentation of Muscatel Subaru, and on the Eventide scoreboard, it's Moorhead nothing, Brainerd nothing.
Natural talent, physical gifts, training advantages. To become a champion, none of that matters. True champions are the ones who are comfortable working harder, staying later, and finding that competitive edge. They are never satisfied simply doing a good job, because those who transform themselves from local talent into local folklore are the ones who continually perform beyond their limits. Bell Bank, proudly supporting champions everywhere.
Well, Sawyer Hennessy, after a little consultation with training staff and his coaches, apparently has his evening coming to a close, and we'll see who takes his place as they get the players warmed up. It looks like Brennan Robinson will step in and be the pinch hitter, And I suspect he'll take over at second base for Hennessy, who is going to be a while before he gets back into playing condition. He took a hard hit. And Brandon Amundsen then will stand in. And he will inherit a 2-ball, 2-strike count as he bats here in the third inning with 1 out. A strikeout victim, Eli Owen, has set the table now for Brandon Amundsen, who takes over and will bat and then finish the bat by Sawyer Hennessy. Right-handed hitter. A tough situation. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
3-2.
Or is it a full count? Yep. 3-2 the count. Up high, ball 4. Well, you come in, you get the job done right away. Who said this was a hard game to play? Brandon Amundsen takes a look at a pitch hopping out of the zone. And so with 1 out, it brings up Isaac Hansen, the pitcher. And Hansen had a walk in his first at-bat and was left stranded at second when the inning came to a close. Bats here in the third inning. And the delivery up high. Colin Wilson now, after the delay in the game to take care of the injury to Brandon Amundsen, has tossed a couple up high. So he steps off the mound in an effort to regroup. He's back on and looks in. Check of the runner at first. Cullen Wilson. And the pitch up high. And 3 straight up and out of the strike zone. Puts the count now at 2-0. Wilson delivers. Bouncer at the plate and off to the left and back to the screen. A strikeout and 1 out, followed by a walk, and here is Isaac Hansen batting in the top of the third inning. There's no score. Hashem re-establishing and resetting behind the plate as he waits, and the pitch at the belt, called strike. He knew it, and he knew it was a good pitch and couldn't help it. Count evens up at 2-2. Short lead at first by Brandon Amundsen. And the delivery down low and in the dirt. A nice save by Asham to keep it in play. And another full count. Isaac Hansen stands and waits. Cullen Wilson. A check of the runner. And the delivery. Down low. And that will go as a walk to Isaac Hansen. Brandon Amundsen was on the run, but didn't need to worry as he, on ball 4, was able to gain second base. Standing up, and with runners at first and second, here is Brady Lund. And there will be a courtesy runner on for Eric Eidenschink. Will run now for the pitcher, Isaac Hansen. And Brady Lund reached, put the ball in play on a sacrifice bunt in the first inning. Takes a look here. Pitch up and out of the zone, and ball 1. Cullen Wilson with the stretch and the look. Comes in with a fastball called strike. Count evens up with a ball and a strike. Brainerd with runners at first and second. 1 out. Batting here in the third. Pitch up and away. Ball 2, and it's 2-1. Both runners comfortable leads, and the delivery. Fly ball left field. This one's going deep, but on the warning track, catch is made. And the runners retreat and check back in at first and second. So a fly ball, Brady Lund to the left fielder. And there are 2 away now for Jonathan Benson. He popped up and out in the first inning. In his bat, he's the first baseman, Jonathan Benson. Left-handed batter with runners at first and second and 2 out. Big hit to the right fielder and against the fence. That'll score at least 1. Here's the play. And the throw gets all the way through and rolls into third base. So 1 run scores as Brandon Amundsen came on to play for Sawyer Hennessy. Took ball 4, ends up on first, then he goes to second, and now has scored the game's first run. And on the play, Isaac Hansen, whose courtesy runner, Eric Eidenschenk, has checked in at third. And Brady Lund, or Jonathan Benson rather, here's a high fly ball to left field, and this one has a chance also, and it drops in for the base hit. 1 run has scored, and the throw comes all the way through. So Brainerd all of a sudden, with the big bats at the plate, come up with 3 runs. And another courtesy runner for Brainerd will find Keaton Lingenfelter checking in to run at second base. On down the order, here's Eli Holes. So Wyatt Gabrielson with a base hit run scoring single, or double rather. And a called strike. Three runs are in for Brainerd as they have erupted here in the third inning. There's a called strike. Both pitchers had been sailing through their respective at-bats, and all of a sudden, the Brainerd bats are catching up to Cullen Wilson, and they have scored 3 times here in the third inning. And the pitch. Looks high, it is, up around the shoulders. And it's 3-2. Another full count. Cullen Wilson stares in, gets the sign, and delivers. Fastball pitch, or a fastball pitch called strike. Yes. And he gets out of the inning, but not before 3 runs score. On the Eventide scoreboard, it's now Brainerd 3 and Moorhead nothing.
We asked the team how we should celebrate the $2 million given to CASASA members last year. Ben wanted to spread the news with the help of an airplane. Jen thought we should celebrate by giving everyone a cake. And Eric wanted to make it into a movie.
$2 million.
Steve thought, well, what if we just said it?
Last year, First Community Credit Union gave $2 million in CASASA rewards.
For good times and great food and drinks, gather your people and come visit us at Legends. You will love our wings, pulled pork, pizza, and other delicious items. Gluten-free and other special diets can be accommodated. We show all the major sporting events. If you are having a special event, take advantage of our event room and catering. Our catering is available for both delivery and pickup. Visit us today.
Brandon Amundsen, who came on after the injury to Sawyer Hennessy, remains in the game at second base. He drew a walk, eventually would score the game's first run, and it led to a 3-run inning. And the Warriors hold that advantage now 3-0 as the Spuds come to bat in their turn in the third. And Reese Boney starts things out. He's a .240 batting average. Ninth in the order, Reese Boney. Just missing down low. Isaac Hansen delivers. Called strike, and it evens up at 1-1. Missing for ball 2. Spud sent 4 batters to the plate. 5 batters to the plate in the first inning. Went down 1-2-3 in the second. Batting here now in the third as Reese Boney pops that one foul. And the pitch. Up high, way up high. And the count is full at 3-2. Popped up behind home plate, over the screen, and out of play. Right fielder Reese Boney. .240 batting average, looks at a 3-2 pitch and lines one to the shortstop on a soft liner. Amundsen is there to make the catch, and there's one away. Brandon Amundsen getting some activity after the injury to Sawyer Hennessy. Has come on at the plate and now in the field, and there's one away as Carter Heinz will stand in for Moorhead. Strike one on the first pitch, and here's the delivery, and just outside, ball 1. Carter Heinz was thrown out in a steal attempt in the first inning. Falls behind here now at a ball and 2 strikes. Brainerd has grabbed the lead on the Eventide scoreboard, 3-0. This is an elimination game. That one is popped to the left side and out of play. Somewhere's in the vicinity of the Hamburger Grill. Along the left side. It's a count at a ball and 2 strikes. And this one is slapped hard to the left side. Third baseman up with it. Here's a long throw across. And in time. 5-3 on the putout, and there are 2 away. Caden Brown with a nice pickup and throw across to get Carter Heinz. And here's Titan Bergeson, who had a fly ball out to the left side in left field. Takes a look at a called strike. And he stands in and waits. Wide open stance. Big swing and a miss for strike 2. Titan Bergeson asking for time before he settles in. Bats here with 2 out. 0-2 count. And the delivery down low and away. Ball 1. So that puts the count at 1-2. The Warriors scoring 3 times, and they're at bat in the third. The Spuds now with Titan Bergeson at the plate draws a 2-ball count now at 2-2. And it's 3-0 Brainerd as the Spuds bat in the bottom of the third inning. There's strike 3. He looked at the knees. It was just on the corner. Titan Bergeson striking out, and we go to the 4th inning. On the Eventide scoreboard, it's Brainerd 3 and Moorhead nothing.
At Moorhead Dental Associates, you'll get the very best care and state-of-the-art technology. Dr. Scatfold and Dr. Johnson are now accepting new patients. Call or stop in to Moorhead Dental Associates. Revive Professional Massage Therapy Clinic, serving the FM community for over 9 years. Locally owned and operated. Open 7 days a week, day, evening, and same-day appointments available. Couples massages also available. 20 highly trained professional licensed massage therapists on staff. Now with 2 locations, South Fargo and Detroit Lakes. Offering online booking and online gift certificates. www.reviveprofessionalmassage.com.
Brainerd will come to bat in the top of the 4th inning with a 3-0 lead, getting 3 runs in their last at bat. Brandon Amundsen scored, Jonathan Benson scored, Isaac Hansen scored. All coming with on the benefit of two base hits, and there have been no errors so far between these two. As Spuds and Warriors play on. Meanwhile, the Moorhead girls softball is struggling down the stretch in their game against St. Michael Albertville, trailing now as they are playing in the 5th inning by a score of 8-0. This score brought to you by Eventide. And all presentations on Spuds TV made possible by Muscatel Subaru. Mitchell Brow, Brainerd's center fielder, popped up to the pitcher in his first at bat. That's now the 1-ball, 1-strike count. And just under the chin for ball 2. Popped up to the first baseman in his first at bat. 0 for 1 on the night, and he takes a look outside. Ball 2. And it's 2-1. We haven't noticed any real shifts either in the outfield or the infield play. Everybody seems to be playing straight up on both sides of the inning as Mitchell Brow takes a look at ball 4 and takes a walk down to first. Five walks issued. 5 walks issued by Cullen Wilson. Here's Caden Brown. He grounded out to end the 2nd inning, 5-3 on the putout. Mitchell Brow with the lead at first, draws a throw, and he's back. Cullen Wilson, a quick look over the shoulder and delivers a throw, and it just was wide, but had it not been for the runner, Mitchell Brow, that one would have escaped down the line. So he blocked the throw, and the Spuds catch a break. As the runner stays on, Mitchell Brow remains at first base. And the delivery. Fly ball. Center fielder comes on to make the play. And Carter Heinz calling everybody off as he rushed in from his center field position to make the play. And with one away, here's Eli Owen. The right fielder struck out in the 3rd inning. A check of the runner at first, and the pitch is fouled straight back into the screen. Strike one the count now on Eli Owen. He'll be followed by Brandon Amundsen. And if they go farther than that, Isaac Hansen and the top of the order. There's a called strike. Took a little something off, a little breaking pitch. Delivered by... Cullen Wilson on the mound and looking in. He went for a curveball and kept it up high. You can see the snap of the wrist trying to get that one to break down, but he left it up high. And it's a ball and 2 strikes. Check of the runner at first, a short lead at first. And now the stretch. A long look over before delivering, and the ball hit into center field. Carter Heinz is there for the plate, and there are 2 away. So a couple of fly balls to center field here in the 4th inning. And that brings up Brandon Amundsen. Looked at one pitch when he came on to play in place of the injured Sawyer Hennessy. Drew a walk. Eventually would score the game's first run. Brandon Amundsen takes a look at strike one. Mitchell Brow with the lead at first. A quick look over his shoulder and a steady look there, waiting for the plate. And now steps off. Cullen Wilson stepping off the pitcher's pitching rubber. Three to nothing, Brainerd. Warriors batting here in the 4th. And the delivery, again, trying to slip in a curveball, leaving it up high. And it's 1-1. Amundsen batting with 2 out here in the 4th inning. Mitchell Brow, after a walk, has the lead at first. And the delivery fouled straight back. Ball and 2 strikes. Cullen Wilson peering in for the sign. Brady Sorry holding the runner on at first. Here's a delivery. And again, he tried to break one off, but kept it up out of the zone for a called ball, and it's 2-2. Another look. Brainerd tempting the throw. Here's the pitch, swing and a miss. And that is strike 3, and it is 4 up and 3 down. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th inning. On the Eventide scoreboard, it's Brainerd 3 and Moorhead nothing.
Valley Alignment and Auto Repair has provided the FM area with vehicle service and repairs since 1978. They perform your vehicle service needs from oil changes and brakes to transmission and engine rebuilds. Valley Alignment and Auto Repair is a proud sponsor of Spuds Athletics and wish all the athletes and families a great 2022-23 school year and sports season.
Spuds will put their bats back to work here in the fourth inning as they try to crack through on Isaac Hansen. So far, Hansen has been virtually untouchable. He's faced, or he has. There have been 7 in a row that have gone down, and this is a pop-up down the right field line and way out of play and foul. The last 7 batters have gone down for Moorhead in their looks. Here's Cullen Wilson to bat here in the fourth inning. With a base hit has upped his .348 batting average. And a ball and a strike now on Cullen Wilson. And the delivery. Down low for ball 2. Bouncer, right side. Falls, throws, not in time. And Cullen Wilson overturned the wrong direction as he went past first base and had to scramble back, and did beat the throw back, and so is on an error. Second baseman Brandon Amundsen fielded it, and then as he planted to throw, his feet slipped out from under, and the throw went wide. Aaron Ryerson steps up. He drew a walk in the first inning. Bats here in the second inning with a runner on at first and nobody out. And the pitch, a called strike. Aaron Ryerson will be followed by Brady Sorry. And the pitch just missing outside. Cullen Wilson staying on to run in his own stead. Short lead at first as the pitch comes in high and away. Isaac Hansen has gone all the way and has been sharp for Brainerd here tonight. A look in for the sign. And the delivery. Called strike 2. Count is full. Here's the pitch. Line drive to the right side and drops in for a base hit. Spuds get their first hit of the night from Aaron Ryerson. Actually, second hit of the night. Cullen Wilson had a base hit in the first. Aaron Ryerson now with a base hit puts Wilson down at second. So with two runners on, here's the pitch and a pop bunt attempt straight to the screen and back. Brady Sorry trying to put something in motion with his bunt foul, and it's strike 1. Aaron Ryerson at first. Cullen Wilson on at second. And the pitch just missing. Oh, he took a long look at that, Brady Sorry. And the count evens up on a ball and a strike. There's called strike 2. 143 batting average on the season coming in. Grounded out to end the first inning. Here's a slap of the ball to the right side. Will it be there? And he makes the catch on the run. Spuds hold their bases, and the runners will remain at first and second. So fly ball to the left side. Chased down by Brady Lund. And there are 2 away. Correction, there is 1 away. And here's Colby Asham, the catcher, a 300 batter, popped up to second base in the second inning. As Isaac Hansen stands and looks in. First baseman has dropped back and away from holding the runner. Aaron Ryerson with a runner ahead of him at second, and not a real threat until ball is put in play. Here's the delivery. Swing and a miss. Asham takes a look at a called strike, and it's 1-2. Isaac Hansen looks, delivers, swing and a miss. Colby Asham down on strikes. That brings up the designated hitter. Elijah Mack struck out in the second inning, 0 for 1 on the night. Came in as a .286 batting average. With a .286 batting average, here's the play. Spud's not taking any unnecessary gambles here to advance runners, trailing 3-0 on a pitch that was in the dirt and rolled away from catcher Wyatt Gabrielson, only to have it be chased down. And now a courtesy runner will come on for Cullen Wilson. The pitcher will head to the dugout. And Lincoln Marquardt comes on as the courtesy runner in place of pitcher Cullen Wilson. Runners at first and second. Elijah Mack takes a look at a pitch outside the zone, and it's 2-0. Runner at second, runner at first. 2 out. Count even up now at a ball and a strike. As Elijah Mack waits. Rather closed stance and delivers. Take a look at called strike 2. So Isaac Hansen mixing his pitches well. Into the stretch and the delivery up high. That one is up and out of the strike zone for ball 2, and it's 2-2. And the delivery. Delivers up high and out of the zone for ball 4. Elijah Mack draws a base on balls to put a runner at first. Aaron Ryerson checks in at second. Lincoln Marquardt is checked in as the designated courtesy runner at third. And here's Logan Hilber. A .231 batting average come in, batting with 2 outs here in the fourth inning and trailing 3-0. Logan Hilber was a strikeout victim in the second inning. Isaac Hansen takes a look and delivers. And it's ball 1. And the delivery, swing and a miss. Big swing from Logan Hilber. Count evens up at 2-2. And the delivery. Just outside. And the count goes, well, let's see. We were trying to catch up with the scoreboard here. It was 2-2 a minute ago, and now it is 2-2. They've changed it along the way to the accuracy, and it'll be 2 balls, 2 strikes. And he goes around on a check swing and strikes out. So a pitch that was up and out of the strike zone, but swing and a miss nonetheless on Logan Hilber. and the inning comes to an end. Spuds leave 3. And on the Eventide scoreboard, after 4 innings complete, it's Brainerd 3 and Moorhead nothing.
Pam is a small business owner. She is swamped. Pam knows she needs to advertise, but is overwhelmed by all the options. What if there was a way for Pam to have access to a team of media experts? What if this was at no extra cost and didn't require a contract? Meet Avenue Right. Save time, money, and get peace of mind that your advertising dollars are well spent.
So we go to the 5th inning. And to the top of the order, as Cullen Wilson continues on for the Spuds and delivers into the dirt for ball 1. Top of the 5th inning, Brainerd leading 3-0 on the Eventide scoreboard. Here's a fly ball to the, and it drops in front of the left fielder, Isaac Hansen, and is having a big night. He's been tough off the mound. He's got 2 walks and now a base hit. And here's Brody Lund. Eric Eidenschink is the courtesy runner on at first. As Cullen Wilson takes a look across and delivers. Bunt out in front of the plate. This is a tough call. They make the throw and they got him. Yes, just in time. That was a gutsy play by first baseman Sorry to avoid throwing the ball away. He decided he had a chance, and his throw was right on the money. And it goes 2-3 on the putout. Brody Lund. Runner on the play, moving down to second on the sacrifice. And so with a runner at second now, and 1 out, here's Jonathan Benson. Popped up in the first, hit a run-scoring double in the third. Up high and away. Two-ball count on Jonathan Benson. Cullen Wilson delivers. Missing down low. And the count goes to 3-0. Has walked 5 on the night. Here's an off-speed pitch, and he managed to curl that one in for the into the strike zone for a called strike. And it's 3-1. And that fastball missing outside. Sixth walk of the night issued. Sixth of the night issued by Cullen Wilson. Here's the catcher, Wyatt Gabrielson. He struck out in the first inning, delivered a double, and was left stranded at second in the third inning. Runners at first and second. Cullen Wilson delivers down in the dirt, and it skips right into the glove of Colby Asham. Pitch inside, he backed away. And a call ball. And it's 2-0. Wyatt Gabrielson, 1 for 2 on the night. Brainerd leading at 3-0, and Gabrielson takes ball 4. That moves Jonathan Benson on to second. Isaac Hansen checks in at third. Bases are loaded. Another courtesy runner. And the designated courtesy runner, Keaton Lingenfelter, comes on, and he'll take his place at first as he takes the sprinter's look off the first base, off the first base bag, and trying to get a good lead. And that brings out Greg Salvovold. And so, with time running here in the fifth inning on the Eventide scoreboard, we've got a timeout. It's Brainerd 3 and Moorhead nothing. So the visit to the mound where Greg Salvovold is over, and a big job ahead for Cullen Wilson as he has loaded the bases. And here is Eli Holtz, a walk and a strikeout in his 2 previous at-bats here tonight, 0 for 2. And the delivery up high, 0 for 1, I should say, on the count on Eli Holtz. And that pitch is 1-0. Brainerd shortstop Eli Holtz takes a look down in the dirt. And the count moves on to 2-0. Bases are loaded. Here's Cullen Wilson with the delivery. Up high, way up high, ball 3. So a crucial pitch in this one. With a 3-ball count, bases loaded, Cullen Wilson delivers. Called strike. Well, there are times when they call that the old automatic, but not necessarily. It still has to be delivered, and this time he got it across, and it's 3-1. With the delivery, the pitch. Over third base and into left field. 1 run is in. 2 runs are in. Runners move on to first and third. And Brainerd has made it a 5-0 contest. Eli Holtz with a 2-run base hit. Isaac Hansen's designated runner scored first. Jonathan Benson scampered across. That puts Wyatt Gabrielson on at third. Or on at second, rather. Correction. And Eli Holtz with a 2-run hit. And that brings up Mitchell Brow, the center fielder. Popped up in the second, took a base on balls in the fourth. 0 for 1 on the night, batting now with runners at second and third. And strike. Colin Wilson delivers all the way to the backstop. We got to play at the plate and is out. The ball hit the backstop and bounced back towards catcher Asham. And with the ball loose and getting away, that gave White Gabrielson a chance to score. But he is put out 2-1. Catcher to the first baseman. And there are 2 away. And the runner on base, Holtz, has moved on to third as Mitchell Brown continues on here. There's strike 3. Well, Colin Wilson again works through the inning but gives up 2 runs. And on the Eventide scoreboard, going to the bottom of the 5th inning, it's Brainerd 5 and Moorhead nothing.
Boss DXT snowplows are tough to beat. Featuring dual trip tech, flared wings, and optional D-force for improved scraping and back-dragging performance. Choose from 3 different sizes in steel, stainless steel, and poly. The Boss DXT is built to restore order.
Your home for Boss Snowplows is Bert's Truck Equipment on Highway 75 North in Moorhead.
We asked the team how we should celebrate the $2 million given to Casasa members last year. Dana wanted us to hire a marching band. Amanda thought that we should drop 2 million balloons. And Kevin, well, Kevin always wants to use the money gun. Steve thought, well, what if we just said it?
Last year, First Community Credit Union gave $2 million in Casasa rewards.
So Brainerd with a 3-run third and a 2-run fifth, taking a 5-0 advantage on the Spuds as Moorhead comes to bat in the bottom of the 5th inning. Here's right fielder Reese Boney, a 240 hitter coming in, line drive, a soft line driver to third base and an out in the third. Comes to bat here now with a 5-0 deficit. Reese Boney will be followed by Carter Heinz and Tyden Bergeson. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Isaac Hansen continues to throw well. And it goes to strike 2. As Reese Boney fouls that one back to the screen and stays alive. No balls, 2 strikes on Reese Boney. Spuds right fielder, wide stance. Fouls it straight back. Isaac Hansen delivers, and this one is fouled back. That is one of those pitches that you like to have to do over again because it was right off the barrel and straight back. He was right on the money, except that just missed off the wrist of the ball. And the count has gone now to a ball and 2 strikes. And here's the pitch. And out of play off to our left. Five runs on 4 hits and an error for Brainerd. No runs on 2 hits, no errors for Moorhead. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Isaac Hansen reared back on that one and delivered nothing but smoke. And on the strikeout, it's 1 away, and here's Carter Heinz. Moorhead center fielder, Leonard Center fielder Carter Heinz, 0 for 2 on the night. Stands in on the left side. And the delivery, up and away. Moorhead has activated their bullpen for the anticipated move in the sixth inning. Heinz delivers that one foul to the screen. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. A ball and 2 strikes, the count. 1 out, nobody on. Spuds batting, bottom of the 5th inning. And in the dirt. So the count evens up now at 2-2. And that one is lifted foul to the left side, behind third base and out of play. Isaac Hansen has gone all the way on the mound for Brainerd tonight. Bouncer to the right side and into right field for a base hit. And that brings up the shortstop, Tyden Bergeson. Flew out in the first, struck out in the third, 0 for 2 on the night. Tyden Bergeson bats with 1 out and a runner on here in the 5th inning. He pops that one up the line and a race to the base. Isaac Hansen gets there first, so 1 unassisted. On the putout as Carter Heinz rumbles on to second base. But now there are 2 away for Cullen Wilson. A single and reaching on an error. 1 for 2 on the night. Has been the pitcher to date. He struggled at time finding the strike zone, keeping the strike zone, and as a result, Brainerd has put some hits together to score 5 times as Moorhead bats here in the bottom of the 5th. Just missing down low. Isaac Hansen delivers. Straight up the middle and into center field. The Spuds threatened to turn the base at third, but then was pulled up and trailing 5-0. Didn't want to put the risk on throwing somebody out at home. And when the throw came all the way through, Cullen Wilson scampers on to second base. So a base hit for Cullen Wilson. Carter Heinz is now on at third. So runners at second and third for Aaron Ryerson. A walk and a single. 1 for 1 on the night for Ryerson. And the Spuds are going to a courtesy runner. Lincoln Marquardt, who came on earlier in the game as a courtesy runner, back on. He'll take the spot at second base in place of pitcher Cullen Wilson. And the delivery. Fly ball, straight away center field. Gang back towards the fence, looking up, and catch is made about a stride in front of the left field fence for out number 3. Well, the Spuds threaten, but come up short. And as we go to the top of the 6th inning, on the Eventide scoreboard, it's Brainerd 5 and Moorhead nothing.
Don't work out where you won't work out. Blueprint Personal Training At Blueprint, you'll work directly with an experienced personal trainer and nutrition coach in our brand new private gym. Tell us about your fitness goals, and we'll provide the personalized workouts and motivation to get the results you want to see. Training, nutrition, accountability. Blueprint Personal Training. BlueprintFargo.com.
We are The Breakdown. For almost 2 decades, we've published the most comprehensive yearbooks on Minnesota high school sports and run the best in-season and off-season events. We cover every corner of the state. We are The Breakdown.
Before I became a real boy, life was easy. I just sat there doing sandwich stuff. But being alive is so hard. So if you don't want to get up to get a sandwich, you shouldn't have to.
From Matson Field in Moorhead, the elimination game in baseball, Section 8 4A, Minnesota. Meanwhile, the Moorhead softball team has been eliminated as they fall to the wayside. St. Michael Albertville 11 and Moorhead 1 in their elimination game. St. Michael Albertville in the first championship game will continue on, and the Spud season has come to a close. Was that it? Okay. St. Michael Albertville then, with that in mind, will represent the Section 8 area in the state tournament. And the Spuds have made a pitching change as Lincoln Marquardt will come on. Cullen Wilson went through the first 5 innings, gave up 5 runs, 6 walks. Looked sharp at times, but then the bats of Brainerd caught up to the play and were able to put balls in play and score runners that were in place to score. And lead at 5-0 as Moorhead, or as Brainerd rather, comes to bat here in the top of the 6th inning. Caden Brown scheduled to lead things off. Third baseman 0 for 2 on the night on a ground out on a fly ball. Will be followed by Eli Owen and Brennan. Well, the concerns of whatever weather conditions might come our way seemingly have allowed us to put this game in the book without any further harm. It was, the start of it was somewhat questionable. It went an hour and a half, almost 2 hours, be late of getting started. But once we got started, the weather has cooperated. 1-1 count. Here's a pitch down low. Lincoln Marquardt on the mound in relief of Marquardt with a long look in before delivering, up and away. Marquardt is ready. Here's the delivery. Fouled straight back. Caden Brown staying alive, now with a 2-2 count. As Marquardt readies, here's the delivery. Popped up on the infield to the right side. And the play is made. Long ways to run. Cullen Wilson now at second base there to make the play. And there's one away. Eli Owen will step in. He has struck out and flied out. We've got other personnel changes made by Moorhead. And Ryerson, who had been at second, now has been moved over to third. With Lincoln Marquardt on the mound. A 2-ball count now on Eli Owen. Brainerd right fielder. Warriors looking to extend their season here tonight. And the pitch from Marquardt. Found the strike zone. Eli Owen now is a 2-ball, 1-strike count. Batting here with 1 out. Brandon Amundsen on deck. And the pitch. Grounded into left field for a base hit. Eli Owen getting a base hit. And for the Warriors, their 5th hit of the night. And the Warriors have a runner on at first in Eli Owen, and that brings up Brandon Amundsen. Well, we're going to have to take a look. Sawyer Hennessy was injured and came out of the game, but apparently has been allowed to re-enter as he flies out to right. Yes, Sawyer Hennessy has come back on to play. And on that fly ball out, there are 2 away. And here's Isaac Hansen. Walked twice, a base hit, and 2 runs scored. Lincoln Marquardt delivering a strike. To the stretch, Marquardt, and the delivery. Sent one down the left field line, and just foul. Good pursuit down that left field area, but coming up just short, and it lands out of play. 5-0 Brainerd. And the delivery by Marquardt, just missing outside. Marquardt peers in for the sign. Hennessy takes his lead at first, and the pitch up and away. And that evens the count at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. As he takes a look. And on the stretch, here's the pitch. Curveball missing outside. Lincoln Marquardt back on the mound and ready. And the wind is picked up once again and blowing straight in. Runner's on its way. And the pitch delivered. Strike 3. And Brainerd up and down in the 6th inning. As the Spuds come to bat in the bottom of the 6th, it is Brainerd 5 and Moorhead nothing. Scoreboard.
To show up to work every day, it's not a job. It's not just a paycheck. It ultimately is a way of life. And to add that extra smile in someone's day is what gets me to work every day. And in return, to just receive those smiles and those thank yous or those squeezes of your hand is so meaningful. And it really brings me back every day.
So we go to the 6th inning. The Spuds were able to put some runners on base in their last at bat in the 5th, but did not score, and it remains 5-0 Brainerd. And the Spuds, time running short on the season, as they will send Brady Sorry, Colby Asham, and Elijah Mack to the plate here in the 6th inning. Brady Sorry, a 143 average hitter. 0 for 2 tonight. Takes a look at called strike one. And the delivery, bouncing off the plate into the backstop. Isaac Hansen has gone all the way for Brainerd tonight. And the pitch. Called strike. The count evens up at 2-2. A swing and a miss, strike 3. Brady Sorry goes down swinging to start the 6th inning, and there is one away. Here's Colby Asham, a 300 hitter, popped up and struck out tonight, 0 for 2. Bats here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Swing and a miss. Brady Sorry struck out to start the inning. Colby Asham takes a look at a high pitch for ball 1. And it's 1-1. Elijah Mack waiting on deck. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Isaac Hansen has not lost anything on his delivery and on his pitches here into the 6th inning as he delivers that one just missing outside. Batting with 1 out, here's a swing and a miss. Asham striking out, and there are 2 outs. Here's Elijah Mack. He struck out in the 2nd and drew a walk in the 4th. Eight strikeouts in the books for Isaac Hansen tonight. Ball just missing for ball 1 on the first pitch in. Here's Mack. And the delivery up high, ball 1. Or ball 2, rather. 2-0 the count. And the delivery. Called strike 1. Called strike 2. It's 2-2 on Elijah Mack. With the delivery, Isaac Hansen strikes out the side. 3 up, 3 down, all on strikeouts as we head to the 7th inning. On the Eventide scoreboard, it is Brainerd 5 and Moorhead nothing.
Natural talent, physical gifts, training advantages. To become a champion, none of that matters. True champions are the ones who are comfortable working harder, staying later, and finding that competitive edge. They are never satisfied simply doing a good job, because those who transform themselves from local talent into local folklore are the ones who continually perform beyond their limits. Bell Bank, proudly supporting champions everywhere.
We asked the team how we should celebrate the $2 million given to CASASA members last year. Ben wanted to spread the news with the help of an airplane. Jen thought we should celebrate by giving everyone a cake. And Eric wanted to make it into a movie.
$2 million.
Steve thought, well, what if we just said it?
Last year, First Community Credit Union gave $2 million in CASASA rewards.
To the 7th inning. And for the Warriors, Brody Lund will lead things off, followed by Jonathan Benson and Wyatt Gabrielson. They are the scheduled batters. against Marquardt. Lincoln Marquardt on in relief of Wilson. $5-0 Warriors looking to extend their season and a rematch with Bemidji. Spuds hoping with a big rally in their half of the inning to keep their chances alive in this championship round. The job, a big one. Here's Marquardt with the pitch. It caught the backside. He took a dive backward, but the pitch went behind him and ran off his jersey. And Brody Lund is on first with a hit by pitch. Eric Eidenschenk becomes the courtesy runner now at first.
Winner of this game takes on Elk River.
Elk River has won their lost their game rather. Elk River lost their game to Bemidji.
Sartell.
Elk River losing to Sartell will take on the winner of this game as playoffs continue into next week. 5-0 Brainerd.
So yeah, the winner of this game takes on Elk River.
And the pitch. Lincoln Marquardt on in relief, and it's 1-0. Jonathan Benson, left-handed first baseman. Lincoln Marquardt, right-handed delivery, missing the outside corner. Heidenschenk with a short lead at first. Lincoln Marquardt with a check of the runner and the delivery. Just missing high. Jonathan Benson works the count to 3-0. And with the delivery up high for ball 4. Jonathan Benson gets his second walk of the night. And that puts runners on at first and second. Wyatt Gilbertson sands in. A strikeout victim, a double, and a walk. And Wyatt Gabrielson will bat with runners at first and second. Took a option on that first pitch and swung through it for strike one. Again, the outfield playing straightaway, slightly favored to the right side. And the pitch up high. Wind is switched around from lying limp on the pole to straight in from center field. And the pitch up high. Two and one, 2 balls and a strike. Wyatt Gabrielson stand again. Lincoln Marquardt taking a look and delivers. Check swing, called strike. Now 2 and 1. Correction, they have changed that last pitch from a ball. I think they got fooled, the scorers, and it was a strike. And so a look at the next pitch is a called strike 3. And there's one away. Gabrielson striking out. And here's Eli Holtz with a walk, a strikeout, and a double. 2 runs driven in. Eli Holtz batting here in the top of the 7th inning with runners at first and second. Batting now with 1 out. Eli Holtz. A 1-ball count after the first pitch delivered by Lincoln Marquardt, who is ready to go. Lincoln Marquardt delivers up high. Now 2 balls the count. Quick glance over his shoulder. Bergeson dancing away from the bag as the pitch is delivered. Eli Holtz swings through the fastball, and it's 2-1. And the delivery fouled back to the screen. Two and 2 on Eli Holtz. A long look and the pitch. Fouled straight back. A quick check of the runner at first. And the stretch. Eli Holtz, a quick look at second before delivering, and the second hit batter of the inning. This one plunked him straight in the back. Eli Holtz hit by pitch. And that loads the bases. Brody Lund on at third. Jonathan Benson is on at second, and after a hit by pitch, Eli Holtz takes his spot at first. And that brings up Mitchell Brow. The center fielder with a pop-up, a walk, and a strikeout on the night. Infield playing in. Bases loaded. And the pitch down low. Want to know the count on Bro. Hard hit ball up the middle and into center field will score 1. And it scores 2. And Brainerd advances their lead now to 6-0 on that run-scoring single. As Brody Lund comes in to score on the hit from Mitchell Brow. That moves Benson on to third. Holds now at second, and Mitchell Brow takes his spot at first after a run-scoring single. Lincoln Marquardt delivers up high. Lincoln Marquardt takes a look in, gets the sign, and delivers. Foul ball back to the screen is caught just off the screen as Asham was there to haul it in. And there are 2 away. Here's Eli Owen, the right fielder. 1 for 3 on the night with a strikeout and a fly ball out and a single in the 6th. Runners at all bases, and here's, well, a bit of an adventure out on the base paths with a pitch that got away from Asham all the way to the screen. The runner at third started his advance to the plate, realized he wasn't going to make it, scampered back. By that time, the runner at second had also advanced down the base path, and he was in danger. He scampered back, and that also brought the first base runner up the line, and he was holding his space and then finally pulled it back, and bases remained loaded. And at the plate, Eli Owen. One run is in, and it's 6-0 Brainerd here in the seventh inning. Pitch just missing. Just on the outside part of the plate. 2 balls and a strike now on Eli Owen. With the delivery, called strike. Evens the count at 2-2. If Eli Owen should reach, Sawyer Hennessy would get another turn at bat. And the delivery. Called strike 3. It looked a bit wide, but he got the call and is out of the inning after just 1 run and leaves the bases loaded. On the Eventide scoreboard as we go to the bottom of the 7th inning, it is Brainerd 6 and Moorhead nothing.
For good times and great food and drinks, gather your people and come visit us at Legends. You will love our wings, pulled pork, pizza, and other delicious items. Gluten-free and other special diets can be accommodated. We show all the major sporting events. If you are having a special event, take advantage of our event room and catering. Our catering is available for both delivery and pickup. Visit us today.
At Moorhead Dental Associates, you'll get the very best care and state-of-the-art technology. Dr. Scatfold and Dr. Johnson are now accepting new patients. Call or stop in to Moorhead Dental Associates. Revive Professional Massage Therapy Clinic, serving the FM community for over 9 years. Locally owned and operated. Open 7 days a week, day, evening, and same-day appointments available. Couples massages also available. 20 highly trained professional licensed massage therapists on staff. Now with 2 locations, South Fargo and Detroit Lakes. Offering online booking and online gift certificates. www.reviveprofessionalmassage.com.
So we go to the bottom of the 7th inning for Logan Hilbert, Reese Boney, and Carter Heinz. And we'll go to the pinch hitting route as Austin Schwantz will have a chance here against the Warriors with the Spuds batting in the bottom of the 7th inning. Austin Schwantz batting in place of Logan Hilbert. Hits one foul to the left side and out of play. Well, this section has been filled with upsets all the way along. Last night, Moorhead, the number 4 seed, lost to the number 5 seed, Rogers. And today, Sartell will end up they are a number 6 seed, and they will join Rogers for the first championship game. Sartell and Rogers, the 5 and 6 seeds, advancing to that first championship game. Bemidji is still waiting. Brainerd will then take on, if they continue to hold this lead, will take on Elk River. Somewhere along the way, I think we've got all the teams in the right spot. Right here, it's 6-0 Brainerd leading as Austin Schwantz went out in the just a moment ago for the first out, and here is Reese Boney. Isaac fly ball catch in deep center field. Trying to catch up on our bookkeeping. Eli Holtz has come on to pitch now for Brainerd after Isaac Hansen went the first 6 innings in remarkable fashion. Just was a dominant pitcher here this afternoon and evening. Isaac Hansen giving way to Eli Holtz here in the inning, and for the Spuds it is Carter Heinz that steps up with nobody on base and 2 out, batting in the bottom of the 7th inning. Fly ball to straightaway center field. Catch is made, and Brainerd comes away with the win as they upset the Moorhead Spuds. A recap of tonight's game in a moment as we bring you Spuds baseball action on Spuds TV. On the Eventide scoreboard, our final score, Brainerd 6 and Moorhead nothing. Back at Matson Field in Moorhead, where the 2 teams that played were facing elimination after today's play. And it was the hot bats of Brainerd in the 3rd inning that got things going as they scored 3 times and then would come back and score twice more in the 5th and add a final run in the 7th inning. And they move on to the next bracket as they defeat the Spuds and eliminate the Spuds from further play. 6-0 was the final. Well, we want to remind you that the Moorhead lacrosse teams are both in action in the next round of play as the Moorhead girls went to a overtime win in their last outing, and they will come up with a game, I think, on Tuesday on the road. And meanwhile, the Spuds, they'll be at STMA, St. Michael Albertville. Meanwhile, the Spuds boys team with a resounding decision win in their game will also be in semifinal play when they are at Jim Goda Stadium, and they will take on St. Cloud in that next round. So, exciting action still ahead as you listen and watch the Spuds on Spuds TV. Here, thanks for listening and being with us tonight. This is Larry Knutson along with Alex Ryan reminding you our final score tonight on the Eventide scoreboard is Brainerd 6 and